Hey folks, it's Chris Gordon back with you, and today I'm going to be talking about 6th arpeggios. Been playing 7th arpeggios, most of us do. We use them a lot. They get a lot of press, they get a lot of stage time, a lot of recording time. But the 6ths I really like. I learned this from a gentleman named Mark Hafer, who anybody from Delco knows who this is. And I learned these concepts from him many years ago, and I still employ him today. I thought I'd share it. And what I'm going to be doing today is just off the 5th string arpeggios. So let's jump in and see what's happening. Okay, so one of the first things, if you're familiar with the major 7 arpeggio, in C, by the way, we're in the key of C, and everything will be diatonic to C as we harmonize it. So with the major 7, I have a root, 3rd, 5th, and my 7, which is C, E, G, and B, and then that just repeats an octave higher. So we've probably played those before. Well, the 6th is, what I'm going to do is get rid of the 7th, take the B out of the equation, and replace it with the 6th, which is C, D, E, F, G, A, the A note in off of C. So I have this. C, E, G, A, C, E, G, A, then C again. So that's one place you can put the A if that's comfortable. If you want to keep it the way the 7ths feel, in terms of architecture, if you will, you could put the A here on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Which may be easier for sequencing. I'm not sure, just experiment with both. I'm going to use this one today. Kind of get my pinky working out. So there we have the C6 arpeggio. When I move up to D, again, I'm going to be replacing what would be the flat 7 against D, which would be C natural, and would be replacing that with B. So it looks like this: D, F, which is my flat 3rd, A, which is my 5th. There's my B. I'm going to take advantage of that because I can reach that with relative ease. D, F, A, B, D again. That's fun to sequence. When I move up to E, I'm going to have E, G, B, but instead of D, which would be my flat 7, I'm going to replace that with a C, which is a flat 6 against that E. Really like that sound. And another video I'll talk about how you can impose these over different chords. But let's just get the fingering today. Moving up to F, I'm going to repeat the same shape I played for C. F, A, here's my C. I'm not going to use the E as my 7th. I'm going to replace that with my D, which is my 6th. You'll notice that it looks just like what we had in C. Or I should say, off of C. Moving up to G, normally I would have G, B, D, and an F. I'm going to replace the F with E. Again, same shape as we had off of F and the same shape we had off of C. So we have some repetitive shapes, which is pretty helpful. Let's see, where are we? Moving on. Here's A. A is going to look just like the E did. A, C, here's my E. Not going to use the G here, I'm going to use the F. Sounds like Stranger Things. Right? It's 2 octaves. Now we move up to B. Now normally this would be a B minor 7 flat 5. But I'm going to replace the A, which is my flat 7, with my G, which is my 6. So it's a B6 flat 5, I guess. Right? It's one of my favorites to play over a G7, the 5 chord. And again, as I said, I'll explain that in another video. Okay, and then we're right back where we started with the C6 and octave higher. That one might be easier to get that action going. So there they are, harmonized. Let's try it up the fretboard all together. There you have it. Now, one last thing I'll talk about today is the picking. Now, my picking is probably unorthodox in this situation because I just use a combination of alternate picking and economy picking depending on what's on what string. I actually don't think about it too much, but if you wanted to say, okay, I really want to stipulate a kind of picking direction for this, if you're going to use sweep picking exclusively, I would use, one way to do it is to hammer the notes, the notes on, if there's more than one note on the string. So if I C, I can hammer the E, there's my G, hammer the A. So now I could have, that would give me the down, hammer, down, hammer, hammer, pull, pull, up, pull, up, pull. I don't do it that way, but it's a great way to do it. I just tend to pick it. I might go, let's see, never really thought about it, but I believe I go up, down, up. Not very convenient, but then I go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then I start again on an upstroke. However it works for you is always the best way, but those are two ways you can approach it. So there you have it, and in this kind of series of videos that I'll be doing, it will be reflecting on my time with my brief time studying with Mark Hafer. As I mentioned earlier in the video, anybody in the Delco area knows who this man is and how phenomenal of a musician that he is. And there's a great story that I'll be posting on my meeting him and how I essentially convinced him to teach me. So I don't think he went quietly into doing that, but he did, and I thank him for it. And anyway, stay tuned, more to come. Cheers.